I'm checking on you. What it do? What it do? Oh, is it mutual? Do I have a text? I'm overthinking it, 'cause I love you still. I've been doing well, but miss you still. Feel some type of way, but I hate you still, 'cause I love you still. Oh, I love you still.
Rico, run it up.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've not said that in a long time no see. A lot but not a lot to update you guys on. I just thought I'm going to give the people what they want. The 10 people on my Instagram said that they want to see vlogs, and personally I just feel like I don't do anything exciting enough right now to vlog, but you guys said that you didn't really care. You want to see day in the life, training, food that I eat, so that's what I'm going to give yous. I'm not going to create a schedule, I'm not going to put pressure because I don't know how long it will last, but I'm vlogging today, and today is Monday the 18th of May, and I'm also going to be vlogging this weekend, well, yeah, this weekend coming, so a couple of videos coming up. And I just thought I'd pick up my camera today because I did have quite a good day to show you guys a day in the life. Those plans have now changed, so I'm still going to take you along, but it's not really a day in my life. So welcome back. I hope you guys are well. I hope you have missed me. And yeah, let's see where we're at. So what I've done this morning is I have woke up and I'm a little bit rusty with the vlogging, as you could probably tell when I was making my morning coffee. The buttons, the switches, it was all a bit too much. Then I went in for a couple of PT sessions this morning, and then I did my own training. So I don't have any more sessions the rest of the day. What's different now to when I vlog during prep is the majority of my business is online. So we don't have as many PT clients, we still have some, but I'm really trying to kind of grow the online side of my business, so that is where we're putting the work in. So we don't have any PT clients the rest of the day. I was supposed to be meeting with Ben Burns because we have a podcast this week with a guest on it, so we were supposed to be kind of planning that. However, he is now sick, so we're not doing that. Get well soon. Feel the Burns Fitness, shout out to my brother. He better be well for Wednesday, or I'll just run it solo. I'll have to run it solo. What a shame. So I was supposed to be doing that, and then Mark was like, do you want to go to Costco? Because we've recently got a Costco card, so we've not been to Costco yet. So we're going to go to Costco today. All I have to do right now is go in, shower, make something to eat, and then I'm hoping he will drive so that I can do my messages and check in with my clients on the way there. Personally, I think he should just do that because I'm technically on the clock, so he should drive. And famous last words, we're not going to spend any money, we're not going to buy anything, we're just going to scope it out, okay? So I'm going to take you guys along to Costco. And we're really trying not to buy anything because we are going on holiday. We do have some plans coming up that we need money for. So if I go and blow it all away on Monster and chicken and kimchi, I've seen they've got a big tub of kimchi, then I will. So I'm going to pretend that I filmed this morning before I trained glutes and hamstrings, and I'm going to pop my footage in now of my glutes and hamstrings. But yeah, welcome back to my channel, and I'll see you in the next clip. Bye. Okay. I had to shut the door because I still can't vlog in front of my boyfriend who I've been going out with for nearly 6 years. Anyway, we're ready to go to Costco. I didn't really get ready because Mark sprung this on me last minute, so I wasn't mentally prepared to get ready. So we've just got a slick back, we've just got Vive Skin Nova on the face, a little cord, she's cute, Adidas bag, and in the spirit of trying not to spend that much money, I've ate a post-workout meal, cereal and a shake, and I'm taking one with me because rule number 1, never leave the house without a meal. So I've got a chicken wrap, a squares bar, and an apple, because we're not on prep, so I can eat an apple and a squares bar. I'm gonna go to the toilet. Why did I say that? You guys don't need to know that I need to go to the toilet before I leave the house. Obviously I need to go to the toilet before I leave the house because I drink 5 litres of water a day. Anyway, it's now raining, so I'm going to put a jacket on. Then I'm going to ask Mark if he wants to rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to drive. Now listen, we've been together for 6 years. He only learned how to drive last year. So yes, he should be doing all the drives, but he did drive me about a lot of the weekend. And you know what, sometimes, because he's still in his infancy of driving, I just feel like I'm safer behind the wheel. Okay, if you know, you know. Okay, we are just back from Costco. Didn't film too much in there because, you know, it's kind of cringy. But anyway, filmed a little bit of the cakes. How good did their bakery section look? But we did spend some money, not that much, and I'm going to give you guys a haul, right? So, first up, standard white Monster. Not gonna lie, the Monster selection was quite underwhelming. Didn't have any pink, they didn't have any rosa, they didn't have any much, so annoying. Because they didn't have a lot of white Monster, and then also got a pack of sugar-free Red Bull. It's just a little one, so I'll probably drink 2 at a time, you know, warranted. Then we got, where should I start? I'll show you Mark's stuff. Mark got chicken dipping sauce, smoky barbecue flavoured mayonnaise. Boom. Then we got some seasonings for our food. So we got a big fajita and an Old Bay seasoning. I don't know what this is. Mark picked it. Then Mark also got this massive box of brownies for reference. So Belgian chocolate brownies. This full tub is $7.99. They look really, really good. Because Mark and the people that he works with, they eat loads of cakes every single shift. So I'm hoping that he takes them to his work. Okay, then I got this massive tub of kimchi. I love kimchi and it's quite expensive to buy in the supermarkets. So I think this massive tub was £8. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for this 1.5 kilo of kimchi. Then I also got myself some smoked salmon, pretty big. What I'm going to do with this is, I need to double check that you can freeze it. I'm sure that you can, otherwise it's absolutely pointless buying this. But I eat about 100 grams at a time. This is 500 grams, so I'm going to put it into little freezer bags because I like to eat salmon, I do. It is just expensive as well, so I got this. And then lastly, I got my sister a big tub of dates because she loves dates, and every time I go to her house I eat them. So basically I got them for me. But we're just really going to scope the place out, so next time we go I'm sure we'll get a lot more. Quite disappointed with their meat section, to be honest. They didn't have any 5% mince, so basically they do like 4 kilos of mince, but the lowest fat they did was about 12%, so that's a bit irritating. But the fruit slade, that fruit is on roids. Fruit slade, cake slade, yeah, just shit like this. So that is what we got at Costco. For the rest of the night, I am just going to catch up on my client messages, get some steps in, and then watch some telly with Mark. So I'll probably pick up my camera at some point, but not too much else to report today. And that is my Costco haul. What do you rate them?
Good.
What?
They're good. Gooey.
What do you rate them out of 10?
10, 7.5, 8.
And how long do you think it'll take you to finish these?
I'm eating them myself.
This lighting's a bit shit. I'm just going to hide this so that you guys don't see the true tramp that I really am. Just shove all my clothes in here. That'll do, donkey. Yeah, so I just thought I'd sit down and give you guys a bit of an update, because obviously if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with the prep vlogs, and obviously I'm not on prep anymore, so I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a kind of update, physique wise, training wise, what I'm currently doing, all that kind of stuff. So last time I picked up my camera was probably during my reverse diet after prep. So I finished prep in October, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 7 months ago is when I finished my first ever bodybuilding prep, and I miss prep so much. Not many people out there who say that, and my prep was tough, but I genuinely do miss it. But I know that I'm not mentally ready to do that again just yet. The prep wasn't bad. I just know that from currently trying to do a dieting phase, my mind isn't there because I can't adhere to it. And that doesn't mean that I'm going off track. It just means that, like, I just can't be arsed ticking my boxes. So I know that I'm not mentally ready to diet just quite yet. And that is fine, because I'm not particularly unhappy with the way I look just now. And could I be a couple of kilos leaner? Yes. But also I'm quite happy with just how I'm balancing kind of being a gym girl and running a business and having a social life at the same time. So I don't actually have a very busy summer. I've got a wedding next week and then I'm away on holiday, and then kind of after that I don't have too much coming up. So it is just nice to do a little bit of both. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I do think I potentially might get a coach again when I come back from a holiday. It's just because I feel like I've got self-coaching fatigue, right? Obviously I'm a coach myself, and I work with a lot of my clients, and I'm currently thinking about their plans, their physique, their goals. So see, when it comes to doing my own, sometimes I just can't be arsed, and it's a tough one because I know that if I get a coach, the plans and protocols that they allocate me is probably what I would give myself. So that's the pill that's hard to swallow for me. However, I do think it would take the kind of decision making side of things out of it. So for example, I don't really know what to do with my physique at the minute. Like, I think I'm just running on really mild body composition, changing my body composition, if that makes sense. So my scale weight has stayed the same for a really, really long time. I only really started weighing myself consistently towards the beginning of April. So I'm about 13 kilo up from my stage weight. Around Christmas time, I was about 10 kilo up, and I stayed there for a really, really long time. I actually handled Christmas really, really well. And then I went to Paris. Gained 3 kilo, and it's never came off, right? But I'm really happy with how my training's going just now. Training's going good. I'm running 3 leg days at the minute and kind of 1.5 upper. Because I know obviously my quads are one of my biggest muscles, so I really need to bring up the back half of my legs, so my glutes and my hamstrings. And I wasn't training quads for a while, and it's because when I train quads, it makes my scale weight go up, obviously because I'm holding a bit of inflammation in the muscle. So when I was on prep, obviously you're chasing your scale weight coming down all the time. So I got a little bit scared to hammer my quads because I knew that that would obviously result in my scale weight going up, which is silly, but it took me a little while to get out of the funk of kind of training quads again, because when I got my feedback from my shows, I was told that I need to bring up my back half, so I was like, oh, I don't really need to train quads anyway, but I enjoy it and I'm strong at it, so why not train it? why not train it? And potentially in the future I would like to kind of dip into different federations that I haven't competed in. Some of the natty feds, because you guys will have probably heard me speak about before, there's not too many avenues to go down next as a natural female, because once you kind of step outside of or beyond tone figure, there's a lot of assistance involved, and that's just not something that I'm currently interested in, and doesn't really match my goals or anything like that, to be honest. So yeah, so I would probably have to compete in natural federations moving forward, just so that you're kind of stepping into an even playing field. And I would like to dabble in a bit of both. So when you compete in natural federations, for some of them you can compete in more than one category, whereas federations like PCA, you enter as a tone figure athlete and you can only compete within tone figure, whereas UK DFBA, which is a natural bodybuilding federation, you can enter in as a toned athlete, a tone figure athlete, and then the other category I would be interested in would be wellness. So that is where your lower body is more dominant in the physique. So that is what I would like to do. But wellness girls as well, they're stunning. I'm actually training with Ashley, my friend, at the weekend. We're going to vlog that. We're going to Muscle Hut. She's currently on prep in her first timer season as wellness, which is exciting. So I'm going to go to her shows because she already looks so good. So I'm really excited to watch her. So that's currently kind of where I'm at. In terms of food, I'd say I eat at my maintenance about 2,200 calories, 5 meals a day, but I'm free with it. So for example, I always eat the same meals. I work really well with structure, so I roughly eat the same meals, and the things I change up is like my carb sources, my sauces, my seasonings, and if I want to have an off-plan meal, I just have one. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at with food, and yeah, I think that's about it. The sun's doing my tits on. Since I came home, I have messaged all my clients, measured and weighed out of that salmon into bags and put it in the freezer. And now I'm going to put a wash on, because that's how lit my life is. I also need to cook chicken for my work tomorrow, because that's my long PT day, so I need to do that as well, but I'm going to convince Mark to do it. And by the way, I drove. He hit me at the last minute where I thought you were going to drive, and I just thought, well, I want to make it back alive, so I should probably drive. Is this recording? Hello, it's a little bit later on. I thought I would do my skincare with you guys and round out the vlog. Now, skincare, a bit of a stretch. I use whatever face wash is on offer, and then I have really been liking the Medicube stuff. I thought it was a bit of a TikTok trend, but I'm here to tell you, as someone who's non-sponsored, I like it. So these are the Medicube Zero Pore Pads, and I am someone who has large ass pores. Thanks, Dad. And I do think these have made my pores smaller and got rid of some bumps, so I do rate that. I also got these for my birthday, and I've still got that much left. I use them not every single day, but definitely like 3 or 4 times a week, so rate. I also forgot to say earlier, before I went to Costco, about my slick back. I've been using the Got To Be Glued wax stick instead of hairspray, and I really like it. It doesn't have the crunchiness that hairspray does, and I also think that it can mould into a nice slick back a little bit more. The only thing I don't like about it compared to hairspray is hairspray you can brush out the next day and kind of wear your hair. Once you put the wax stick on, you're either going to have to wash it or do a couple of days of slick back bunning. Also, my skin's not terrible right now, apart from this fucker right here, and I did decide to squeeze it before I went out, so that's why it looks like that. And I'm pre-glow up. You know, the week before a glow up you just look like shit? that is me. So I've got a wedding next week. So this week I've got nails, toes, brows, everything shower, so that for the wedding I look stunning. So this week, if you see me in the gym, mind your own business. Okay, next up I have the Medicube Collagen Jelly Cream. I really like this for the glass skin girlies. This is the one. It's literally jelly. With this as well, a little bit goes a long way. And I do think as well I've seen a difference with this. I think, I'm 25 now guys, so when I do that, sometimes I have some wrinkles in my forehead, especially when I was on prep. Not so much of an issue now that I've got body fat back in my face, but yeah, on prep I really noticed my forehead getting a bit more wrinkly, and I do think this has tightened up my skin. I do also put it on my neck as well because I don't want a saggy neck at 25. I'm all for growing old gracefully, but not at 25. Speaking of turning 25, got my smear test letter. And you know what? I phoned and I booked it. Do you know why? I can't work in female health and not go and get my smear test, so it's thanks to you guys I felt pressured into it. Peer pressured into my smear test. Love that for me. So I'm going for my smear test, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but I will most definitely make her come get my smear test with me, because that's just me. So keep an eye out on my Instagram and TikTok for that. And then lastly, I just put a little lip balm on, you know. So this is a Made by Mitchell Lip Frost Intense Lip Balm in Hubba Hubba. So it's bubblegum flavour. So I put that on. And yes, I am in my jammies. I say it's a little bit later, but it's bloody 7 PM. But you know, I've got free will, I can do what I want. So that is my skincare. Mark's currently making my dinner as well. I'm having chicken and sweet potato. And then what we're going to do is watch Off Campus. Love it. We were looking for something to watch the other night, and he's like, I always watch your shite. And I was like, you always watch my shite because you love it. Maths loves it. Love Island loves it. So Off Campus is good. So we've got a few episodes of that to watch, so we might finish that tonight, we might not. Depends how late I want to stay up. Stayed up late and watched it last night. So yeah, I just thought I would round out the vlog here, because I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the evening. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the return. Like I said, I've got another video to make this weekend, and then I'm going on holiday, so I'll just see where I'm at when I come back. However, hopefully it's not been too boring for you. I don't think it's very long either, but anyway, it's nice to dip my toes back in, and it's my first one back. So thanks so much for watching. You know what I'm going to say now, so because I have to say it, you're going to do it. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you want. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.